out a couple minutes early, more like what I should normally do, because, you know, I should probably get there a few minutes earlier, but that's neither here nor there. Today I'm on a mission. This week was here in town. It's called 318 Restaurant Week, and I got a great burger at a local place yesterday, and they also have a bakery that's attached that's theirs also. And my friend Amy got their little breakfast special yesterday, which she said was like a big savory croissant and then a big cinnamon roll. Both of those for 10. And she said it was 1,000% absolutely worth it. I guess we'll find out. We're having to reroute a little bit to get there this morning, but we're on a mission. When I'm on a mission, you better watch out. This is probably suicidal riding to work with the top down today. I mean, it's lovely, it's sunny, it's nice temperature. It's like 67 degrees. I think we've got Mother Nature confused though, because I come out and my car is completely powdered with a fresh coat of pollen. It might have been there yesterday. I don't remember it being there yesterday. I definitely couldn't see it like I could in the morning light today, so surprised my eyes aren't watering and I'm not stuffing up already. Hopefully the Zyrtec will keep that at bay, but it doesn't always. Hope you have a good day. Hope you don't get caught up in all this seasonal change. Coming up in a couple days this weekend, we're changing the time. People hate that. I love it. I like driving home when it's nice and daylight and you come home and you don't feel like a bum and want to go straight to bed. I like it when you're going to work and you got nice light to see what's going on. So different parts of the country, different points of view, I know. I hope this isn't a bad idea. Normally when I go to work, I take loops or ways around town. Google Maps this morning says the best, hands down way to go is pretty much straight up the middle. I guess we'll see. Hopefully we're not stuck in bumper to bumper silliness. Hope we don't find any surprise morning wrecks or anything stupid like that. So we'll see. I don't know if you want to call it global warming, climate change, whatever you believe in, whatever you don't believe in. I'll tell you this, it's March the 5th, and it is 67 degrees right now at about 7:45 in the morning, and it's going to be 82 by later today. I remember you used to have to go a little bit further into the calendar for that. I'm not griping. Trust me, I'm not griping. I hate winter. Only time I like winter is if I want to play in snow or if I'm going someplace that's meant to be cold. Otherwise, to me, winter is useless. I know, I'm sure that's, well, that might be an okay opinion. That might not be that unpopular. But I've said it before, I'd love to live in like SoCal weather where it's just kind of temperate all the way through. I don't need it super hot and I don't need it super cold. So ain't no point in having our silly little town freeze up again. As long as we don't have anything stupid come along, I feel like we're headed right into the middle of spring. This would be normally when I'd be dusting off my leathers and wanting to get on the motorcycle. I'm not doing that anymore, but this is when I'd normally be grinning going, hey, I gotta clean that bike, it's time to go. I guess I need to clean the car. She's so colored with pollen right now, that blue is darn near Kelly green. That's the only problem with sometimes taking the shortest route through town. Sitting still. We're not even at a traffic light. Not exactly the fast and furious we were looking for, I don't think. Hopefully it pays off all right. I know. First world problems. I'm not always the best at it, but when you're pulling up somewhere and somebody's waiting, let them out. takes you 2.1 seconds to let somebody out, you probably made their morning. You got them moving. I'm not the best at it. I gotta watch out for it. I gotta be better at it. People let me out occasionally. Not always. Not everybody's nice, but some people are. I think most people, you know, most people are generally good. Not genuinely, but generally good. They're not all the way good, but you know, I don't know. We need to all work on it. One thing about going through the middle of town instead of going around little loops, it's a lot more cutthroat. You definitely gotta keep your head on a swivel this way. There's no quiet moments where you can eat your breakfast sandwich. Well, there is when you're sitting at traffic lights, but I don't know. I think the loops are usually better for me because I'd rather just keep moving. I'd rather not be stopping and going. Sometime I'll take this cute little camera and I'll go out when I'm not on a rush to try to get to work and show you a few neat things about this little podunk town. I say podunk town. Like I said, I think the greater area is 150,000, somewhere in there, ballparkish. But we got a few nice things. I mean, we have a little bit of culture. We have a little bit of history here. I don't know. We'll see if there's anything neat to show you. See if I can walk around downtown without getting my camera stolen. No promises. Things you don't see when you go around the loop. Driving through downtown, I see a gentleman having an intense conversation with himself. No, he wasn't on camera. He's homeless. Nothing wrong with that. You got to keep yourself company somehow. I'm sure there were mental ailments probably involved, but I think it irks me when I hear somebody is experiencing homelessness. You're not experiencing homelessness. You're freaking homeless. Experiencing sadness. You know, you can be sad wherever, but homeless, you are homeless. It's not just an experience. It's not just a state of mind. Sorry. Certain phrases these days just kind of get under my skin. I guess that comes with being the grumpy old man. It's my job. I am not far from where I grew up. It is not the best neighborhood now. But how dumb am I sitting here at a traffic light and I reach over and lock my door. The top is down. You're not so smart. Locking the door is not going to save you if they put a gun in your face. Silly people. Me, not them. I just saw another dude in the neighborhood having an intense conversation too. Nowadays, you can't tell if somebody's got a little earbud in or if they're just Looney Tunes. So I guess I'll keep my judgments to myself. I don't know. I don't really have time to show you right now, and you probably wouldn't want to see. You live wherever the heck you live. You know things aren't the best. My beloved neighborhood that I used to walk, and my mom would let me walk all the way to 7-Eleven by myself. Probably about 5 blocks. I wouldn't necessarily walk myself now as a grown-ass man, much less let a 10-year-old go walking. So it is sad. All of the boarded up abandoned houses starting to look like South Detroit over here. My God, sorry if you're from Detroit, it's getting better there. I think we're still on the downslope. But you got entire apartment complexes, places that used to be vibrant, boarded up. You know, regularly seeing that there are calls that there are fires there. Not that necessarily anybody's trying to burn the joint down. Probably homeless people just trying to stay warm. Sad, very sad. I hate how some people just resist change. Any little thing, with their nose so far up in the air. This kind of rough area butts up to a little bit nicer area. It's not fancy, it's a little nicer. But there's a spot that used to be a classic restaurant, very famous place here in town. It was torn to the ground after it went out of business and sat it vacant for a long time. That property has been flat for, I'd say, probably 15 years. I was reading in the news that they want to build a nice, proper gas station there that also sells liquor and wine until like 10 at night. Oh my God, you would think it was going to be a crack house on the corner. There's no gas station within, the nearest gas station is probably a half mile away. Otherwise, there's no gas stations hardly in either direction. Oh my God, it's going to be a gas station. Oh my God, it's going to sell wine and beer. It's not selling crack. It's not selling whiskey until 3 in the morning. Get over it. You're a snobby rich white person. You know you drink wine too. You know you drink beer. This is the South. This is Louisiana people around here. This is LSU fans. You can't act like you're not buying beer. Just made it a little bit more convenient for you. You just want to be snobby and racist to everybody else, which is sad. I have to show you, this is Doc's and Louder Bakery. Yeah, this is a little bit more gentrified, nicer part of the neighborhood, but I still wasn't going to leave the top down with my phone and this cute little camera in the car. It might have turned up missing, and then couldn't really afford to replace them, and I would have been really stuck then. So I had to take the time to put the top up, go inside, pay, spend the whole 3 minutes inside, come back out. Of course, I got to put the top back down for this whole 7 or 8 minute ride, rest of the way to work. I mean, it's worth it, but I try to avoid stupidity like that for a little bit of wear and tear. It's okay. This box of goodness I just got, we're gonna blame Amy for this. This is a couple extra pounds on the waistline in this box, but it smells good. They make the stuff fresh every day, so we'll see. Hopefully I showed you the video, or at least a picture of where we were, so you can check it out if you're ever in town. It's not part of a franchise or anything. It's a nice little local joint. Yep, this was our mission this morning, and we have succeeded. Now we just got to make it on to work. I don't know about you, but if I'm following somebody, I'm a little bit dangerous. I don't like to get separated. I like to hang on. So I'm likely to speed whatever you're speeding, and I'm likely to run through a red light if you're running through it. Not all the way red, you know, just a, let's call it orange, somewhere between yellow and red. But don't put me on a mission. Don't tell me it's something I got to do like that. Don't tell me I got to try to keep up, because you better get out of my flipping way. It's one thing about taking Google Maps somewhere, a little bit different route than you're used to, but you know the area. Sometimes you got to argue with Google Maps and go, no, you're trying to take me into a heavy traffic, silly area. I can still go around. I know a better way. Sorry, Google Maps, you and your AI don't always keep up. Yeah, I said that on YouTube. I said it. Getting here and didn't win the lottery today. Boss man is here already. But I park right outside his window, so I'm on the other side of the building putting the top up. That don't make me get here any faster. It just maybe makes me a little bit less visible, a little bit less on his mind. Fine with me.